Thank you. David Black, followed by Fred Clarici, if I said that right. The Italian way to say it.
Well, so much for the happy talk this morning. My name is David A. Black, a concerned citizen of Crockett, California. Thanks for hearing me today. On March 29, 2010, the Crockett Community Foundation and the Rodeo Citizens Association alerted various local, state, and federal officials that the ConocoPhillips San Francisco refinery has been unlawfully operating a new hydrocracker unit since October 2009 by failing to comply with all requirements of the refinery's latest land use permit prior to initiating operation of the unit. This LUP is an oversight document outlining requirements for the refinery's 2007 $600 million clean fuels expansion project. CCF and RCA request that you take immediate action to ensure that ConocoPhillips complies with all the terms of its land use permits, including the provisions of a community working group agreement that were incorporated into the permit as condition of approval number 46. Community groups have requested an emergency hearing of the County Zoning Commission to set a timeline for bringing ConocoPhillips into compliance with every land use permit condition governing its business operations dating back to the 1994 Unocal LUP in order to fully protect neighboring communities while ensuring the integrity of the county's land use permitting process now and into the future. RCA and CCF are extremely troubled by the refinery's failure to meet all of its land use permit conditions, including the obligation to make sure that pollution monitoring equipment is in place and working according to specifications prior to commencing operations. These requirements are designed to ensure the safety of the community surrounding ConocoPhillips' newly expanded refining facility. Against the backdrop of the refinery's unlawful operation, on March 29, 2010, ConocoPhillips announced that it would not renew a Good Neighbor Agreement with downwind communities, an agreement that had previously been in place for 15 years. A new Good Neighbor Agreement would continue a framework for strong refinery community communications, provide for reliable monitoring of refinery pollution, address emergency release information, and provide mitigation funds to local residents whose physical health and economic well-being are harmed continually by a polluting industry that depresses property values and creates very few jobs. The deteriorating relationship between ConocoPhillips and its neighbors is just part of a larger and more frightening mosaic of economic misery facing the affected communities. Nearly one in four Crockett residents are out of work, numbers not seen since the Great Depression of the 1930s, and well over twice the national average. Rodeo's jobless rate is 17% and rising. The local tax base is drying up, and the John Sweat Unified School District is in a fiscal state of emergency.
Mr. Black, what you can do
I'm not finished yet. I have a 3-minute speech prepared.
What you can do is leave the remarks, because when we have more speakers, we often will, because of the calendar, we'll make it 2 under public comments. So if you can leave the comments, we will definitely get them, and I'm sure other speakers will be covering many of the points. We have a fair amount of speakers.
And I can assure you that we're going to ask to be an agenda item at the next board meeting. Okay, I have a number of documents to present to you guys.
Yeah, if you could give those to us. Thank you.
Don't let us down.